I want to talk about Death Stranding, guys. I'm doing this on the SHAREfactory, so I'm not making this video on the PC, so forgive the mic quality if it's not the greatest. So, I've been super skeptical about trying this game out. I've been watching a lot of gameplay on it. D-Rad Brad streaming it mainly. A couple other people. I'm watching on Twitter. My guy Cam, he was loving it, along with several other people. So then I start thinking. I'm thinking, okay, I've been playing Kojima games since literally the regular Nintendo and the first Metal Gear. And the man's never put out trash. I don't even count Metal Gear Solid 5 as a Metal Gear game, to be totally honest with you guys, because I've said in past videos, it was completely honest that that Konami just ripped away Kojima's creative control on that game. That was not a Kojima-driven Metal Gear game. I'm not saying it was a horrible game, but after playing all the other Metal Gears, that wasn't a Metal Gear to me. They tried to make it into some type of open world. I didn't like it. Anyway, I start thinking, Kojima has been consistent for so many years. There's no way that game could be garbage. Then I start watching more little walkthroughs. I didn't want to spoil too much in case I did decide to play the game. And I'm noticing the soundtrack. And I'm like, the soundtrack's amazing. I start thinking there's no way in hell this game did not win some sort of award for the soundtrack. All this was going on right after I beat Control, right after I put out the video that I was going to play one game at a time. So I decided to make the jump. I messaged Rev, talked to Rev. He was liking the game, and I'm thinking if he likes the game, the most critical man in the gaming community, it's got to be a good game. So I pulled the trigger. And let me just tell you guys something. The first thing I'm going to say is this game is absolutely not going to be for everybody. I get that. We are so used to games where you're grabbing a gun, killing everything in sight, slicing off heads with swords, and that's great. I love that just as much as the next guy. But what Kojima has done here was he took a risk. He took a risk and he basically created, people can call it a walking simulator or whatever they want to say. He created a new genre of game. Death Stranding is essentially a new, it's like nothing we've ever played. So anyway, I booted up and I went in, I made sure to go in with an open mind because I knew if I went in being negative, I wasn't going to like the game. But that was a horrible ladder placement. This is when I was first booting up. I knew if I went into it with a negative mind, I wasn't going to want to play it. I was going to uninstall it and regret the purchase. But to my surprise, I immediately was intrigued with the game. Immediately. The story is classic Kojima. I'm digging the hell out of the story so far. I'm only about 8 hours in. But so far, I'm liking the way the story's falling together. I love the gameplay mechanics, like when you're walking through the mountains and you start, if you got too much momentum, you'll speed up while you're falling down the mountain. I love that. I know they had it on Breakpoint, but it feels different on here. It just feels totally different. You actually can feel the weight of the equipment that you're carrying. So, to me, it's just cool. And there's so many other elements, like having to hold L1, R2 to keep your balance, all these kind of things. And I find myself legitimately giving a shit about these packages I'm taking. I find myself so focused. Look at this. When I'm doing a delivery, early stages of the game, guys. I find myself so focused when I'm doing the delivery that I want to do good. Visually, the game just looks incredible. The HDR in the game is amazing. The 30 frames threw me off, kind of made me think, maybe I should have waited until the PC version came out. But honestly, with a game like this, the 60 frames or above isn't really going to matter. I mean, it's such a slow-paced game. I'm just now getting to where I'm able to like strangle the enemies out, and I'm loving the shit out of that. haven't got deep into the combat, obviously, but I noticed Rad Brad had some machine guns and shit later on in his videos. So, bottom line is this, guys. Like I said earlier, the game's not for everyone, but I'm telling you, there's something about setting off on a journey. This crazy orchestra-like freaking music comes on, and there's something about it that makes you like the game. I genuinely am thoroughly impressed with this game so far. People can hate. I get it. Like I said, not everybody's going to want to play it. Not everybody's going to like it. But it's one of those games that if you do just look at gameplay and you do listen to the people's opinions, you're going to think that it's terrible. But if you take that risk, I can assure you that there's going to be a lot of you guys out there that are going to like the game. I love it so far. I can't wait to dive into it more. Let me know if you guys have played it. If you have, what are you thinking? Drop it in the comment section. And I'm going to let you guys go. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm old, so I don't get out in all the hoopla for New Year's. I'll be playing some Death Stranding, chilling, and just kick back, relaxing with the family. So I'll talk to you guys later. Gotti360. Keep it gaming.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
Thank you. We've all been feeling the loss of Central Knot City. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization, or the UCA, or us. And the oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long before we're back on track. Maybe.